Welcome back to another WoW video. Today we'll be going over a pre-patch adventure guide I made for y'all. Before we get into that, if this type of video is not for you, make sure to check out my last video covering a new instant respawn spot. With pre-patch here, I wanted to have a guide for y'all to get going. As you can see on screen, we have a detailed Miro explaining the things you should keep in mind. We will not have any major story missions or the story itself listed. We also will have a PDF file that goes with it if you don't want to make a Miro. This Miro is more for rares, gold, and locations. We will not discuss everything, just briefly go over it. One of the first things you'll notice is the big yellow sticky note, stating a few key points from catch-up gear, eye level, to how the pre-patch won't be all out in 1 week. Most Ice Crown dailies will be week 2. If you go south, there will be Argent currency turn-ins. This is something that needs to be known off bat, seeing it will take time to farm some of these currencies for gear and pets. If we go to the right side, you will notice daily missions for major cities for week 1 and Ice Crown missions for week 2, plus vendors for both zones and what they give. All this section even has the coordinates and maps to each daily quest in NPC. Remember, there will always be 4 dailies up in Ice Crown when released. If we go over to the left a little, you'll notice a pet. You can get this and cage it for selling. This is the only gold item I know of, but if we find any more, I will let you know in a future video. Now I want to state as we move on to the south section, which are the rares. Weapons that drop off of rares can range anywhere from 130 to 140 plus gold each. So doing the low end spawn rate time rares, the ones that actually spawn faster, would be worth a go if you can get those done. Some rares do take 20 minutes to get there, which is crazy. I wish they didn't put long time, but it's just something that they do. And the reason why I'm mentioning this is because when BFA was coming out, when we got Dark Shore, before BFA came out, we literally got so many weapons that were 120, 130 that it filled my bags, and it was crazy how much gold you just got out of those. So doing those will add up on your ults and your main person, which leads us to this section. It shows all rares, rare drops, and coordinates in Ice Crown. This is a dwarf version of my pages in the 100-page gold goblin guide that is coming out for my Patreons and more. Remember, if you like things like this, if you want to support me more, go check out my Patreon in the description. To the final part, and that's the Horde and Alliance T-Mog sets. This is just to show you that the sets look like before you get them or before you spend your hard-earned currency on them. Before we go, remember to smash Blight Caller to the floor. I know you want to, so I added his location just for fun. Now with that, before we go, good luck out there, and I hope you enjoy the pre-patch. I want to say thank you so much to my patrons for going that extra mile. Remember, the new outro is being worked on as we speak. If you like my content, please consider subscribing, hitting that bell button. It helps more than you think, and as always, stay stashy.